good late evening. Welcome to another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. This is Freddie Lea coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, Burroughs Gulf System Stadium, the home of the Bobcats, the San Antonio South San Bobcats, as we're live once again Friday night baseball from San Antonio, Texas, as the visiting Eagle Pass Eagles coming in 7-2, and the South San Bobcats at 3-6, trying to stay in contention. Subscribe, Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live, Roku TV, Apple TV. So there's many ways that you can actually stream our game live from district, as we look at the district and who's on top and who's leading the way and who's playing tonight. And also want to send a hi to Andy Guevara, the Bobcats right now, as they're hosting the Alexander Bulldogs. LBJ is at Del Rio. United and United South are playing today. Alexander is at Southwest, so they're here in San Antonio. United is hosting Eagle Pass in softball. Alexander is here at South San, and LBJ is hosting Southwest. And those are some of the games to look for. On the mound for South San tonight is going to be Eric Lerma, and he did not play the last time that these two teams met back in the first round. It was a 9-1 victory for the Eagles, as Braulio Rodriguez took the win. He pitched 5 innings, struck out 1, gave up 3 walks, 4 hits, 1 run allowed. And Heredia came in 1 inning, did his job, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, no runs allowed. And Alex Luna at that time came in and closed the game in the 6th. For the Eagles in that game, they got 3 runs in the 3rd and 3 runs in the 4th, and they chased Brandon Ford as he threw 71 pitches in that game, 2 2/3 of an inning for Brandon Ford. And then Miguel Rios came in to try and stop the bleeding, but the Eagles tacked on 2 more runs in the 4th that made it 8-1, and then they tacked on 1 more in the 5th to finally close out the game in the 7th, as the Eagles were home team, so they didn't have to go in the home half of that 7th inning. And the rest of the lineup for the South San Bobcats is, again, number 7, Eric Lerma, is on the hill for the South San Bobcats. He'll be pitching. Javier De Alejandro, he's over in center field patrolling the outfield, as he's a lefty. He'll be hitting second. Third is number 5, Jacob Elizondo. He'll be playing shortstop. Francisco Martinez is playing the hot box at third base and hitting fourth. Frank Serrata is the first baseman. John Ramos is DHing for Jeremiah Suarez. Suarez is playing second base. Ramos is DHing for him, number 19. David Ramirez is behind the plate. Ryan Ochoa will be playing left. And Chris Recondo is over in right. And Chris Recondo actually played last year with his brother. And last year he was a freshman, so he's a sophomore this year. So that's the lineup for the home South San Bobcats. And for the Eagles, the lineup is Ray Mendoza. He's on the mound for the Eagles. He'll be leading off. Hitting second is Isaac Roque. He'll be playing first base. DeAndre Torres, he's wearing number 32 today, and he'll be playing shortstop. Braulio Rodriguez is over at third base, and he'll be hitting in the cleanup spot. The very hot hitting Hector Montoya is over in right. Christian Del Bosque will be hitting sixth, and he'll be behind the plate. David Lopez is in left. And Derek Ibarra, after a 2-game absence, he's back, and he's in the center field. Isaac Gonzalez is over at second and hitting ninth. And for the Eagles, they are coming in 7-2 after that big 3-1 victory over the Alexander Bulldogs last week. And a big win on Tuesday against LBJ. It was a tight game. They opened it up in the late in that game, and 9-4 was the final. So we're going to expect a lot of things from this game, and we'd like to thank everybody that's logged on and tuned in to realsportslive.com, RIOsportslive.com. Visit our website, www.realsportslive.com. Go to our Facebook page. Like us, share us, and follow us on Facebook, RIO Sports Live. Also, RIO Sports Live Southwest, as we are also in on that one. And our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live. So there's 5 different ways. Let me mention to you Roku TV and Apple TV. Download the Boxcast app and find Real Sports Live. So we want to thank everybody that's logged on and tuned in. We're going to be back and shortly. We're going to, of course, have our great sponsors. And we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros. Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by. Roadie's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Roadie's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Roadie's Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, a new location in Uvalde, Texas. And we're back live to RealSportsLive.com. Real Sports Live with you at the Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio South Side. The San Antonio South Side, the South Sand Bobcats hosting the Eagle Pass Eagles. And we're live once again doing what we love to do. And the PA announcer, normally the PA announcer here at the games is Andy Guevara, but he's out over at the South Sand girls South Sand game. So we have another PA that Danny is out here helping him out, and he's also a lover of Bobcat Nation. And don't forget, guys, we're also streaming at the same time that we're streaming this game down here in San Antonio. There's a McAllen Hardingen South playoff game, soccer playoff game over in we're of course streaming both of them at the same time. So it's the regional quarterfinals Class 6A between McAllen and Hardingen South, and of course here District 29 6A action with the Eagle Pass Eagles visiting the South Sand Bobcats. Thank you very much, guys, for logging on and tuning in, as we love the fact that we've been out here doing this alongside Joe Bowling, my partner down in the Rio Grande Valley, and he's expressed gratitude to everybody that's followed us and that has been behind us. Just checking in for a moment. Joe Bowling, what's going on? As he's checking into our broadcast as we're live at the same time that he's live, and we were checking numbers. I mean, we have almost 10,000 people that engage in our post. Our videos get 22,000 views. We have new followers every time that we broadcast. 233 page followers now. So if you're looking to advertise on our page, we will be up each and every week from everywhere that we're posted, as the Eagles are Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory. So the umpires and the head coaches will meet in the middle, and then we're going to have the playing of the national anthem. So after that, of course, we got actually he had that game a solo home run to give him a 4-0 lead when he hit that home run. Victor Perry went 0 for 1. Christian Del Bosque went 0 for 1. Caleb Maldonado went 1 for 3. David Lopez went 0 for 1 in that game. 2 RBIs in that game. And for the South San Bobcats, they were held to 1 run, 9-1. That was early on in district. That was during the March. So that's a different scenario in all in itself. It's a second round of district play. Many teams are kind of jockeying to see who's gonna. There's 2 teams tied at the top, and then there's 2 teams tied for third, and then South San, and believe it or not, is 3-6. They're right behind, and they can make a move in the second round. So. You never know. So again, we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. as the PA announcer is
At third
next to
base,
us
number 13,
doing his thing.
Francisco Martinez. At first base, number 22, Frank Serrata.
So Serrata and
DH
the
for
rest of the
number 19,
South End Bobcats.
Don Ramos. Catching will be number 3, David Ramirez.
April
At left
6th.
field, number 4, Ryan Ochoa. At right field, number 15, Chris Recondo. And at second base will be number 14, Jeremiah Juarez. And the rest of your South End Bobcats led by Coach Robert Zamora and Dustin Walls. Now if you'll please rise and remove your caps, we will play the national anthem.
Now for the playing of the national anthem.
And now let's play ball.
And as customary, after the playing of our national anthem, the PA announcer, of course, says play ball. And that's what we're going to do. We want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in. We're streaming the game live on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, as we got our camera operator, Saul Milk, doing his thing. We want to send a shout out to, of course, my partner, Joe Bowling, checking in for a minute. Darren Ibarra, who is watching the game live on our Facebook page. And want to send a shout out to Margie Montoya and Devon Torres, who's also watching the game live. And leading off the top half of the first will be Ray Mendoza. Mendoza has been red hot these past couple of games. He has some extra base hits. He had 4 runs scored in that 9-4 game against LBJ. He also had a couple of gems pitching on the mound against Alexander, allowing 1 run in that game. The lone run was in that first inning, and he shut him down 6. And he pitched 6 1/3, so 5 1/3 innings after that, giving up that 1 run. He shut the door down, and the Eagles got the runs late. They got 1 in the 5th to tie up the ball game. They got 1 in the 6th. Excuse me. They got 2 in the 5th, and then they got 1 in the 7th. That was Hector Montoya who drove in the go-ahead run. Also, the game during against Del Rio, they Ray had an extra 2 extra base hits and 1 run scored. So, leading off the top half of the first for the Eagles is Ray Mendoza, and on deck is Isaac Roque, and in the hole is DeAndre Torres. So, here we go.
Leading off for the Eagles will be
Leading off here, the top half of the first, Mendoza will see Lerma. And this is the first time we see Lerma all year long. I don't even think he was with them last time. And there's the first pitch. He swings, and that ball's curving. And a nice grab.
A nice diving catch made
by the left fielder.
First out.
And the left fielder for South San today is Ryan Ochoa. And Ochoa making the play.
Nice diving catch made by Ryan Ochoa.
So the Eagles are looking to
Now stepping up to the plate, number 10, Isaac
be the
Roque.
aggressor and try and jump on him early. So Isaac Roque, the first baseman, digs in. Lerma inside, missing, ball one. Again, we want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're streaming this game, but we're also recording it just in case something happens, so we can stream it back again with for you guys, just like we did at Alexander. That was a debacle over there, but we're able to rebroadcast and replay the games if anything happens. So 1-1 to count, 1 out on Isaac Roque, the number 2 hitter. And fouls that one off. Strike 2.
1 and 2 to count with 1 out.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Roque. Lerma on the mound for. And when we face San Antonio South San, it was during the spring break week, that 3 games in 4 days. So this is inside, low and inside. Ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 and 2 to count.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Lerma will deliver the 2-2 pitch to Roque and catches him with a curveball as it catches the outside corner for out number 2. So 2 outs quickly here in the top half of the first. Now DeAndre Torres, who
Now up to bat number 32, the shortstop, DeAndre Torres.
Torres actually got the Eagles back into the game on Monday against LBJ. They were losing 4-3, and he hit a 2-run blast to right field that went over the right field fence, and was able to get the Eagles back in the game, and they forged forward, and they got that 9-4 victory. So ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on the third hitter for the Eagles, DeAndre Torres, the senior shortstop who's committed, signed, and going to be delivered to Alvin Junior College, one of the top premier JUCO baseball programs in the country. And that ball is lifted to right field, curving foul. And the right fielder will get under that one, and that's Rencondo. So Rencondo gets it in foul territory for. So 3 up and 3 down in the inning as Lerma comes in and does his job. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first. Lerma, De Alejandro, and Elizondo due up. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
This half inning is brought to you by Farmers Insurance, Hilario Capitillo Agency, 2149 Del Rio Boulevard, Suite 202 in Eagle Pass, Texas. If you need life home, auto, commercial, any type of insurance, Hilario Capitillo will be there for you. 776-5188. Or visit them at 2149 Del Rio Boulevard, Suite 202. Lone Star Auto Garage, full service garage, located at 891 Florence Street in Suite 2 in Eagle Pass, Texas. 830-872-5724 if you need a mechanic or you just need some body work on your car. Lone Star Auto Garage is where to go. Just call Sal at 513-6675. If you need a car, truck, or SUV, call Sal at 513-6675. Ajíos, el sabor de México. Tacos al pastor y bistec. Llamen para sus órdenes de sus tacos. 830-422-2048 is the number to call. Ajíos, el sabor de México is located in Del Rio, 6011 East de la Rosa in Del Rio, Texas. And we are back to live action. In the pitcher, Eric Lerma will lead off for the Bobcats. Ray Mendoza is on the mound. A big presence, 6'7". And a strike. And he's going to fill up the strike zone for the Eagles. He had a pitched a gem against Alexander his last two starts. Misses outside, ball one. So 1-1 the count now. Marcus Elizondo, what's going on? Watching us. Matthew Gary, Realty Executive. Swinging and a miss. Strike two. And he gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lerma.
1 to the count.
So, guys, make sure you share our video. Make sure you share our post to all your friends and family. Got them out of town. 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball. Foul. Right side. Stays in the count. Lerma. Digs in. Right-handed hitter. Lefty pitcher. The 1-2 pitch from Mendoza. Tapper. That will fall foul.
Foul ball.
So we're in the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0 score. The Eagles went down in order. 1, 2, and 3. As Lerma threw about 9-10 pitches in that first inning for Lerma. So again, 1-2 pitch from Mendoza. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And he finds himself walking back to the dugout for out number 1. Now Javier de Alejandro, the center fielder, sophomore for the South San Bobcats.
Number 2, Javier de Alejandro.
So number 2, Javier de Alejandro, who also pitches. First pitch from Mendoza is a strike. So defensively, Braulio Rodriguez is over at third. At shortstop is DeAndre Torres. Over in second is Isaac Gonzalez. Over at first is Roque. Over in right field is Hector Montoya. Fouls that one off. Gets ahead in the count. Derek Ibarra is over in center, and David Lopez is over in left field. That's defensively. And behind the plate is Christian Del Bosque. So the Eagles the 0-2 count. And misses. Nice block by the catcher, Del Bosque. And ball 1. To De Alejandro. Misses outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. One out here in the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0 from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium, South San Antonio. 2-2 pitch. And just borderline misses the inside corner, ball 3. Full count now on De Alejandro. 3-2 pitch. And a ground ball to the second baseman. Gonzalez puts his chest and plays it off the chest. And over to first for out number 2. So for the most part, most of these pitchers that Eagle Pass has, they will put the ball in play. They would make hitters hit grounders. So
number 5, Jacob Elizondo.
Now Jacob Elizondo, the third batter, shortstop, was leading off the last time that they played. First pitch is a ball, nice curveball. It's trying to start him off with the all-speed pitch, ball 1. This actually catches the outside corner, strike 1. So 1-1 the count now on Elizondo. And swinging at that one off the strike zone, strike 2. So he's ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. For the number 3 hitter, Elizondo. The 1-2 pitch from Mendoza. And a ground ball, left side foul. A lot of foul territory on both sides, right field and left field.
Yes, sir, sure is. You're welcome. What was that?
So it was a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch coming from Mendoza. And just outside, ball 2. Elizondo, the last time that they played each other. Elizondo went 0 for 3 in facing Eagles pitching. 2-2 count. Time is called.
Count is 2-2 with 2 outs.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Elizondo goes down swinging for out number 3. And both Lerma and Mendoza coming to pitch today. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base.
No errors committed by the Eagle Pass Eagles.
And we go to the top half of the second. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, an attorney serving Maverick, Montgomery County, and the greater Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz.law. 830-201-3092. With 15 years of experience, call us first for fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, and someone you can trust. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez. And we're back live to District 29 6A baseball action from San Antonio, Texas. Burroughs Gustafson Stadium in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the south side of San Antonio. Over at the softball field, Alexander is visiting the 9-1 South San Bobcats, Lady Bobcats, and Leading off the inning is Braulio Rodriguez, followed by Hector Montoya and Christian Del Bosque. We want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in, watching us on Facebook, watching us live on Facebook, live on our YouTube channel. Lerma's first pitch is inside, ball 1. So Lerma ended the first inning with 9 pitches, and for Ray Mendoza, he ended the first with 19 pitches. So a bit different. Misses high, Lerma, ball 2. I want to say hi to Adriana Gonzalez, who's watching us live also. Two balls, no strikes. Outside, ball 3. And South San always gives good competition to whoever they play. The record doesn't indicate how they play on the field. And baseball is one of those games that it's anybody's game. And 4 straight actually a strike on the outside corner. Low and outside, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike for Braulio Rodriguez. Hello to Hector Montoya, who's watching back in Eagle Pass, I believe. And missing outside, ball 4, and the first walk issued. So Rodriguez trots over to first base. And Rodriguez, he's not DHing today, so they're going to have... so now Hector Montoya. Lerma, first pitch, Montoya sees, he lifts it in foul territory, and catcher under that one for out number 1. So first pitch after walking, Rodriguez, Montoya pops up. Now Christian Del Bosque, the lefty catcher, with 1 out, runner at first. Pitch and swings it, lifts it, left side. Elizondo coming in foul territory and throwing to first, not in time. As Rodriguez gets back. So Elizondo under that one for out number 2. So Elizondo getting in some leather action out there. Rodriguez at first with 2 outs. Now David Lopez.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, David Lopez.
So Lerma starts off Lopez, and a delayed steal over to second is Rodriguez. Deceptive speed from Rodriguez, ball 1.
Runner advances to second base.
So now we have a runner in scoring position here early on, second inning. Actually, that was strike 1, excuse me. On Lopez, the sophomore, utility for the Eagles. And I say utility because he can play infield, he can play outfield, and he also does some catching. So 1-1 count on Lopez. Want to thank all our great advertisers: Fiesta Tires, Customs and Wheels, Saritas Tortilla Factory, Valdez Tire Records. A grounder to first, and Serata will cover that one and get it 3 unassisted for out number 3. As the Eagles, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Eagles, and they squander a chance to get a run in. You don't want to leave runners in scoring position one too many times. So we go to the bottom half of the second, and we want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.
Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken. And we're back to live action from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. It is 7:39 in the evening, and clouds, it's overcast. I'm not a meteorologist, nor do I have a meteorology degree, but just watching the skies, it's overcast. The bright lights of the stadium are on, and there's a chance of baseball. So leading off is Francisco Martinez, followed by Frank Serrata and John Ramos for 3 due up for the South End Bobcats. And Mendoza starts them off with a ball in the outside corner, ball 1. Ball lifted to right side. Montoya into the bullpen area. Right field did not get there. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 on Martinez. That was a ball. So 2 balls and a strike. And a shot to right field. The right fielder going towards the foul line, and Montoya will get under that one for out number 1.
Now stepping up to the plate is number 22, Frank Serrata.
Now the first baseman, Frank Serrata. The last time they played, Serrata went 0 for 3, grounded out to short, flew out to left, and right out to the first baseman. His the last time that they played in Eagle Pass. So Serrata, 1 ball, no strikes. Now 2 balls on Serrata.
2-0 the count.
Fouls that one off to the screen. Strike 1. So normally we see Andy Guevara back up here in the press box, but he's over in the softball field. We have Danny with us. Last name? Sanchez. Danny Sanchez. Ground ball up the middle. And charging in is DeAndre Torres, and getting that one 6-3 for out number 2. A nice pickup by Torres there, charging in, getting a second out.
Now stepping up to the plate is the DH number 19, John Ramos.
And Ramos, the DH. We'll see ball 1 from Mendoza. And we want to thank Conrao Perez, Eagle Pass Sports Central. If you guys go to EaglePassSportsCentral.com, you can catch all the local sports news from Eagle Pass, both covering Eagle Pass High School and CC Win High School. The Lady Eagles escape a 6-4 victory over United to keep on pace in that third spot. So they
2-1 the count.
and so Cresdorn started 4 innings, lasted 4 innings, and Alyssa Galvan entered, and that's how they took the lead 6-4. So Cresdorn and Alyssa Galvan, the freshman pitcher for the Lady Eagles, took the victory. And we want to thank Conrao Perez for giving us that update. And outside ball 4. And a walk issued to Ramos, the DH. Now hitting is going to be the catcher, David Ramirez.
With the runner now at first base, 2 outs. Stepping up to the plate will be the catcher, number 3, David Ramirez.
So David Ramirez back when they played against each other. Ramirez went 1 for 3, had a walk and 2 flyouts. Strike on the outside corner. So 2 outs with a runner at first. And so the Lady Eagles continue their quest for the state playoffs. They got 2 games left. There's three games with today's game, and now 2 games are left. Southwest, which is here in San Antonio, on Tuesday, and then Del Rio would be the last game for the Lady Eagles at the Student Activity Center softball field in Eagle Pass, Texas, the EPISD Student Activity Center. For the Eagles, they have 5 games left, 1 of 5 today. They start those last 5 games. South San, then they travel to Laredo, United South, and then they go back to Laredo for United. And then they are back home for Southwest and Del Rio, the last 2 games. So 1-1 count. Just missing outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. He's trying to see how much more he's going to give him on that outside corner of the plate. He's going to give him the river or how far he's going to go out there. So testing out the umpire. Runner at first. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big shout out to David Lopez,
2 outs. Runner at first base.
who's watching us live. So again, the 9-1 victory over in Eagle Pass during the spring break week, the 3 games in 4 days for the Eagle Pass Eagles. It was a better showing. Just missed high, and he knew it. He missed that one high. Ball 3 makes it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter.
Full count.
So now full count on the hitter. Make sure tomorrow morning, Saturday, go visit Tacos Express, the fastest tacos in town, right across the street from Pizza Hut, right in front of the VFW. Throw over to first. Ramos back. No problem there. Just wanted to keep him short to the bag. So the 3-2 count to David Ramirez, the catcher. And Mendoza will payoff pitch. Swing and foul ball. Right side.
Foul ball.
So guys, just a reminder, we're streaming live on 5 different platforms. You can go to our webpage, www.riosportslive.com. You can go to our Facebook page, follow us, like us, and share us, which we got a lot of action with soccer, the state playoffs for softball, the state playoffs for baseball. 3-2 count, the pitch, and a deep fly ball to center field. Ibarra will track that one and into the glove for out number 3.
Ball to center field. The catch is made for out number 3. South San Bobcats had no hits, no runs, left one on base. Eagle Pass Eagles had no errors. After 2 complete innings, the score is still all tied up at 0-0.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the South San Bobcats. And after 2 complete, your score is 0-0. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
So we're back live, and leading off the top of the third is Ibarra, Gonzalez, and then the top of the lineup.
Number 6, Derek Ibarra.
Derek Ibarra, the center fielder who was out for 2 games. He was out for the game in actually for the Alexander, excuse me, two games. He was out for the Alexander game, and he was out for the LBJ game. So good to have him back in the lineup. In ball 1. And fouls that one into the catcher, Ramirez. And he is down.
Timeout on the field.
There's going to be some timeout on the field. Going over there and checking him out. Want to say hi to Diana Jimenez, also watching.
Catcher seems to be okay. We'll stay in the game.
So now the 1-1 count after Ramirez gets checked out by the trainer. Lerma fouls ball. One ball, 2 strikes now. Now Lerma, we had not seen him. I don't know if he was in that trip that trip that the South San Bobcats made down the Eagle Pass. Did not see him in the lineup. Man, just outside, misses ball 2. And the oohs and ahs from the South San Bobcats, the Bobcat Nation here with a 2-2 count, just missing on the outside corner. Now they have one of those angles where everything looks like a strike from up here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1, and he goes down after that borderline pitch. So 1 out.
Now batting will be number 3, Isaac Gonzalez.
Now Isaac Gonzalez, the second baseman. Man, he's got some speed. So if he lays down that bunt down the third base side, even down the first base side, he can get down there quickly. And missing inside, ball 1. If you guys are at home and you guys have a smart TV, you can actually watch our stream our game, watch our game in your big screen TV. All you got to do is go put on your YouTube app on your smart TV, search for Real Sports Live, and it's on there. Like if it would be a baseball game, a Major League Baseball game, but of course it's Texas high school baseball. So 2 balls, no strikes. And catches the inside for strike 1.
Two and one the count.
So 2 balls and a strike on the hitter. Isaac Gonzalez Jr., second baseman for the Eagles. And the ball fisted. And Elizondo gets that ball behind second base, ranged all the way. And Gonzalez gets a base knock there to get the first hit of the game, as they were both hitless. And with 1 out, top half of the third, the Eagles have a runner on. Now Ray Mendoza. Ball 1. Pitch from Lerma. Just outside, ball 2. Now the Eagles coming in with a 7-2 district record. 2 losses have been, 1 to Alexander, 1 to Southwest, both in the first round of district play. Missing inside, ball 3. So Lerma with some control issues here early on, or with 1 out. Now 3 balls, no strikes. Now Coach Renaud Mendoza is known to be a bit of a, not risk taker, but makes his headers very aggressive. And a lot of times they will go after that 3-0 pitch, knowing that it's going to be a fastball, knowing that the pitcher needs to throw a fastball for a strike. And a lot of times if they like it, they get a green light. So a runner at first base is Gonzalez. 3-1 count, 1 out. Gonzalez gets back. Serrata applies the tag and keeps it on him until. So 3-1 count, 1 out. So for those of you that are watching and Fouls that one off to the screen. Now runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count on the batter.
On the batter. You guys are watching from wherever you're watching. If you're at work, if you're away at work, we're glad that RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest can bring you all the live action. 3-2 pitch from Lerma to Mendoza. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Mendoza goes down swinging for out number 2. Big shout out to Rolando Salinas, Knickerbocker,
With 2 outs and
Heredia,
runner at first base.
Salinas,
Now stepping
Berain.
up to the plate is number 10, Isaac Roque.
So Isaac Roque. 0-0 in the top of the third. Gonzalez over at first. Lerma on the mound. Ball 1. The law offices of Knickerbocker, Heredia, Jasso, and Berain. Heard in a car accident. Call him up, 830-773-9228. David Lopez, also legal assistant. Want to say what's going on to Mr. Salinas. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We're live from San Antonio, Texas. Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. South side of San Antonio. Southwest Military and Palo Alto, where Palo Alto College is, and the heart of the south side of San Antonio, and is the pride of the south side. Swing and a miss, foul, actually foul ball. Strike 1 on the number 2 hitter, Isaac Roque. So lately, it's been a pitcher's duel. The first couple of innings, we're in the top of the third. 2 full innings of play.
Count is 2-1 with 2 outs.
So we got 2 outs, a runner at first base. The lone hit coming from Isaac Gonzalez. On deck is the very dangerous DeAndre Torres. 2-1 count. And a shot to third base. Third baseman scoops it up. And over to first to Serata.
Number 3.
And that was a 5-3 Martinez to Serata for out number 3.
1 hit, no runs scored, left 1 on base. Bobcats had no errors that inning.
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Eagles in the top half of the third. Listen to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Going to the bottom half of the third. And this half inning is brought to you by Baldes Tire Wrecker Service. Also, Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Siesta Tires Customs and Wheels. Matthew Gary, Realty Executives. Theo Insurance. Lone Star Auto Garage. And Just Call Salad. 513-6675. We'll be back with more after this.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Rody's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Rody's Rody Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas. So now we're back to live action, and Ryan Ochoa is leading off, and the new pitcher for Eagle Pass is Rolando Risa. First pitch, Ochoa hits it foul. So 2 innings of work for Mendoza. 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits, no runs, and 39 pitches is what he pitched. As the Eagles will have big games coming up, United South and United next week away. So ball 1. So Risa will be giving some work here against South San. 1-1 count on Ochoa. Fouls that one backside. Strike 2. Recondo is on deck, and then the top of the lineup, Jeremiah Juarez, second baseman, they're DHing for him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter Ochoa. Pitch is outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. 0-0 as we completed 2.5 innings of play here from San Antonio, Texas. And pitch inside, handcuffs him, foul ball, stays in the count. And swing and a miss, if I'm mistaken. I think it was a swing and a miss for strike number 3. It's Rolly retires Ochoa for out number 1. I was looking at the game changer.
Now stepping up to the plate is number 15, Chris Recondo.
So now Chris Recondo. I was trying to see if we can get some updated scores. The Southwest LBJ game, strike 1 on Recondo. Of course, 6-4 Eagle Pass, a winner. Alexander is at South San. So no balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, Recondo. This is another player that wasn't available the last time that these two met back in March. And a ground ball up the middle. Torres ranging over to first for out number 2. A nice play by Torres for out number 2. The range way behind the bag at second base, and a nice throw over to first for the second out as they retire 6-3. And now
go to the top of the lineup.
Top of the lineup, Lerma.
7, Eric Lerma.
Eric Lerma leading off, actually the third hitter in the inning. Missing high, inside ball 1. So Risa, and the pitch is hit into, and it's a fair ball. Gets into the corner in left field, and Lerma gets a double, a 2-out double for Lerma as he put a charge on that one to left field. It just got inside the foul line for a fair ball, and South San Bobcats are in business here in the bottom half of the third with a runner in scoring position. Giovanni Sandoval.
At the plate, number 2, Javier de Alejandro.
So Giovanni is a courtesy runner for the pitcher Lerma. He takes his lead, and de Alejandro Missing high, ball one. 2 outs in the bottom half of the third. So 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter, de Alejandro. A pick back and an out at second base as they pick off
Beautiful pickoff play.
Sandoval.
Giovanni Sandoval is picked off at second base for out number 3.
So for out number 3, and squander that runner in scoring position as he didn't get back to the bag. A nice back pick by Torres and the pitcher Risa. So 1-6.
Left 1 runner on base. No runs. Eagle Pass Eagles had no errors.
So no runs,
And after 3 complete innings, it is
1 hit,
still tied 0-0.
1 hit, no runs, and no one left on base for the South End Bobcats in the bottom of the third. So we complete 3 from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. You're listening to Freddie Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We go to the top half of the 5th, and we're going to keep it here. Actually, we're not going to keep it here. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick. If you need insurance for your home, auto, life, and commercial, call Hilario Capetillo Agency. Capetillo Agency, 2149 Delray Boulevard, Suite 202 in Eagle Pass, Texas. Call them up at 776-5188. Farmers Insurance, Hilario Capetillo, Capetillo Agency, 830-776-5188. Lone Star Auto Garage, complete auto care. Lone Star Auto Garage, located at 891 Florence Street in Eagle Pass, Texas, Suite 2. Call them up at 830-872-5724. Lone Star Auto Garage. Just call Sal at 513-6675. You need a car, truck, SUV. You need a low payment. Call Sal over at Brown Chevy Buick GMC Eagle Pass, 830-513-6675. Ajíos, el sabor de México. Tacos al pastor y bistec. Llamen y ordena sus tacos. 830-422-2048. 611 East de la Rosa. And we're back live as DeAndre Torres digs in. He's leading off the inning. First pitch he sees from Lerma is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Torres, if you make a mistake pitch and lines and hits Coach Silva,
Check on the coach.
as he tried to get away.
Hard shot, foul territory.
Actually, that was Coach Villa over at first base.
That's going to leave a mark.
The PA announcer here says that's going to leave a mark, and yeah, it is going to leave a mark on Coach Villa. But he's okay. Doesn't need an ice bag. He's tough.
The coach is okay. He's going to tough it out and stay in the coach's box.
Coach Silva asking him if he's okay, if he needs to score to keep score, or if he wants to stay out there. So no balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter in the inning. We're in the top of the 4th. No balls, 2 strikes. Lerma. Strike 3 as it catches the outside corner.
Strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 1.
For out number 1. And that's Lerma's 4th strikeout. Now Braulio Rodriguez. Rodriguez, first pitch he sees, he puts it into right field.
The grounder to the right side gets through the hole for a base hit.
A base hit for Rodriguez. As he saw the first pitch from Lerma and drove it into right field between first and second base. One out, top of the fourth.
Now batting is number 18, Rolly Risa.
Now number 18, Rolly Risa. As he came in for Montoya. So Risa came in to pitch, but some defensive changes, and we'll see the defensive changes once they come out here. Strike one. Darren Ibarra sending us a comment on Facebook. Come on, Eagles. 0-0, top of the fourth. Played 3 complete innings. Lerma. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And he's way ahead in the count right here.
All to the count.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base, 1 out. Lerma's 0-2 pitch and fouls it off. So the 0-2 pitch to Risa and fouls that one off.
Foul ball.
Fouled it off his foot.
The count is still 0-2 with 1 out. Runner at first base.
So no balls, 2 strikes. A pitch from Lerma to Risa. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And that is strike 3 for out number 2.
And Risa goes down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting is number 13, Christian Del Bosque.
Christian Del Bosque, the
With 2
catcher.
outs, runner at first base.
I don't know if coach would be wanting to play some small ball here with 2 outs and try to see if they can make something happen here in this top half of the fourth to try and move the runner into scoring position. They're 0 for 1 in with runners in scoring position. And they've only had 2 runners on base. Strike on the outside corner. Pitch from Lerma, and the ball is hit into shallow.
Little blooper to left field.
And Rodriguez took a long turn there,
Overrun second base.
and he overran second base,
3 on a little hit.
and he gets caught as Del Bosque gets a hit into shallow. Center field, actually in the gap for a hit, and he gets 8-4 for out number 3.
No runs scored.
So no runs,
No errors committed by the Bobcats.
2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Eagles here in the top half of the fourth. Still scoreless. Going into the bottom of the fourth. De Alejandro, Elizondo, and Martinez due up. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. the law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, an attorney serving Maverick, Montgomery County, and the greater Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz.law. 830-201-3092. With 15 years of experience, call us first. Fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, and someone you can trust. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
So we're back to live action, and the Eagles squander a chance as they had a runner on, and we're working on stuff now.
Number 2, Javier de Alejandro.
Now they ended the inning with runners. Runner at second, they got cut down. Had a runner at first with 2 outs, working on. So now they are in the bottom of the 4th, and de Alejandro, Elizondo, and Martinez due up. Risa, first pitch he sees, de Alejandro lifts it right side and falls foul.
Ball to the right side.
Man, hit by a pitch.
Batter takes first base after being hit by the pitch.
And Alejandro, the last time that he saw the Eagles, he went 1 for 4.
Up to bat now is number 5.
He hit into a double play to end the 7th.
Jacob Elizondo.
And he had 1 hit to right field. So de Alejandro gets put on base with a hit by a pitch. And now Jacob Elizondo, the shortstop, who struck out his last time up. First pitch, he goes, and a gun down to second. He's out at second. A nice throw down by Christian Del Bosque.
Is picked off trying to steal second for out number 1.
And that was a strike. 1 out. A nice throw down as Coach Zamora was trying to he's got the guy on base. Why not use de Alejandro's speed to take second base? But the gun of Del Bosque gets him. I want to say hello to our good friend, Mr. Guerra. Juan Guerra. Rolly misses outside. Ball 2. Our camera operator, Saw Milk, who's always giving us clear, concise views of what our action is, as he got that play at second base for us. Hopefully we can put that on a highlight reel. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Risa to Elizondo, ball 3, missing low. And misses ball 4 as Elizondo takes his base with a walk. Now Martinez, who flew out to right field his first time up. Martinez, the third baseman.
With 1 out, runner at first base. Up to bat now is number 13, Francisco Martinez.
Throw over to first, not in time. So the Longhorns United leading 6-1 against United South. Just an update. Throw over to first, not in time. Trying to keep Elizondo close to the bag. Everybody on Facebook and on our different platforms. Ball 2.
2-0 on the batter. With one out, runner at first base.
Martinez went 1 for 2. He flew out to right, flew out to first base, and walked in that game against in the first round. He is 0 for 1 today. So in the series, he's 0 for 4. 2 balls, no strikes on Martinez. Pitch from Risa catches the inside, strike 1. Coach Mendoza has a slew of different pitchers that he can bring out to throw. And the ball hit hard to left field, and it hit the top of the wall. Throw to home. It is cut off, and it is safe at home. Time is called. That was a close call at home plate. Martinez hits it off the top of the left field wall. And Elizondo was running on that play. And the coach is arguing that that play at plate, as he's telling him that he never got to the plate. But an RBI double for Martinez. So with 1 out, San Antonio South San takes the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now up to bat will be number 22, Frank Serrata.
Now Frank Serrata, the first baseman, he's 0 for 1. And that runner was at first base. Elizondo was at first base on that one. As the changes that were made, I'm trying to see who was over there in left field. Misses outside. Ball 1. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner at second base. Now they have a runner in scoring position, but they've already scored 1 run here on that RBI double, and the ball gets past the catcher. Ball 3.
Ball gets by the catcher. Runner advances from second to third.
So he gets to third on the pass ball.
Count is 3-0.
So 3-0 the count. 1 out, runner at third base. Risa, as the infield, will play at the grass line. Keep the runner at third base. Strike 1. On deck is John Ramos, the DH, who walked his last time up. 3-1 pitch from Risa to Serrata, and misses high, ball 4.
That is ball 4. Runners now at the corners. Up to bat now will be number 19, the DH, John Ramos.
So now John Ramos. They have somebody warming up in the
Time is called.
in the bullpen for the Eagles. Looks like Edward Mendoza is warming up over in the left field side of the stadium here at Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. Freddie, today I bring you live District 29 6A action from San Antonio, Texas, the pride of the Southside Bobcats. And a ball hit to right field, and that's going to spell some trouble as it gets. So run comes in, and over to third is Serrata.
And hold up the runner at third and second.
So the second run scored as Ramos hits a
Double for number
double
19, John Ramos.
RBI double to right field. And Serrata, who just finished walking, gets all the way to third. So runners at second and third with 1 out. Ooh, another run comes in. So now they're up 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Batting number 3, David Ramirez.
So now David Ramirez, the catcher. First pitch is a ball. Now the Eagles can't ill afford a loss here, as they've been getting some help from other teams. United did their job, and United South, beat Alexander, and strike 1. So Southwest also lost the other night against the United South.
Second and third.
So it's very, very clear to what Coach Mendoza and the Eagles have to do is they have to make sure they keep doing what they've been doing and hitting the ball and putting the ball in play and winning games as they are in that playoff push. Strike belt high, strike 2.
1-2 the count.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Misses outside, and the ball gets away from the catcher.
Will bring in a run for
And
the Bobcats.
Serrata comes in on a wild pitch. And Ramos goes over to third with 1 out. 3 runs have come in here in the bottom half of the fourth. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-0 the score. South San taking a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the fourth. 2-2 count. And a ball hit hard to right field. Right fielder,
Line drive caught by the right fielder for out number 2.
that's David Lopez over in right. Catches that one for out number 2. Line shot by Ramirez. Now Ryan Ochoa.
Batting will be number 4, Ryan Ochoa.
This is the second time that he's going to see Rolly Risa as he started that third inning with a strikeout. And first pitch he sees, lifts it high and shallow as the
Caught by the
shortstop
number 3.
gets under that one for out number 3. And
Bobcats
the
had 2 hits,
Bobcats,
scored 2 runs, leave 1 man on base. They now lead after
3
4
runs
innings,
on
3-0.
2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. So after 4 complete from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium, Your visiting Eagle Pass Eagles 0. The home half South San Bobcats 3. You're listening to Freddie Rea. We go to the top half of the 5th. We're back with more after this. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
So we're back to live action, and David Lopez will be leading off here in the 5th. Lopez, Ibarra, and Gonzalez due up for the Eagles as they're down 3-0. First pitch from Lerma is a strike. And Lerma is, as we get the pitch count for Lerma here going into the 5th inning. That was the 50th pitch. That's 51 right there, and it's in for a strike. So he's right at about averaging 10 pitches an inning as he goes into the 5th inning here. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Lopez goes down swinging for out number 1. Now Derek Ibarra, center fielder who also struck out back in the 3rd. Misses high, ball 1. Six strikeouts for Lerma on the hill for South San Bobcats. He's walked 1 and given up 3 hits, scattered 3 hits. Strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter Ibarra. He misses outside, ball 2. And foul tips that one into Ramirez's glove for strike 2.
2-2 the count. 1 out.
And a line drive back to the pitcher for out number 2. As Lerma is wheeling and dealing today in tonight's game. Second out.
Now batting will be number 3, Isaac Gonzalez. 2 outs, nobody on.
So Isaac Gonzalez with 2 outs comes into the batter's box. Lerma. And that ball gets away. Ball 1. I want to say a hello to James Kidd, who's watching us live, Facebook Live. What's going on, Kidd? He's an ex-alum, Eagle Pass alum. He played baseball back in his heyday. James Kidd, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Misses high, ball 2. So Isaac has 1 of the 3 hits. He got a hit back in the 3rd inning and got left stranded on base. Misses high, ball 3. So with 2 outs, if this runner can get on.
3-0 the count with 2 outs. Nobody on base.
So 3-0 the count, 2 outs. Pitch from Lerma. Is inside and actually called a strike on the inside corner. 3-1 the count now on
3-1 the count.
Isaac Gonzalez. Missing low. Actually calls strike at the knees. Strike 2.
Full count.
So runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. As the umpire is not giving a free pass here. And Lerma and an in and out swing. Fouls it off. Stays alive. As we have our listeners and our viewers online. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 3. And Gonzalez thought that was outside, but Lerma gets Gonzalez looking for out number 3, and he has a 1-2-3 inning. And that retires the Eagles in the top half of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 4.5, South San Bobcats 3, or Eagle Pass Eagles 0. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Lea, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas. Back to live action as we got our PA announcer here from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. Edward Mendoza, the freshman pitcher, comes in, and Rolly Risa had 36 pitches, 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. First pitch to Recondo into center field, and over in center, patrolling it now is Ray Mendoza for out number 1. And Rincondo, flied out. As we got a comment from James Kidd. Wide strike zone. Yeah, it's kind of wide. But it is what it is. Now Eric Lerma, who he's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Ball 1. So 2 balls, no strikes. And 3-0 on the leadoff hitter. Make sure you guys also follow us on Twitter, at Real Sports Live and at Real Sports Live Southwest. Strike on the outside corner.
3-1 the count.
So 3-1 the count on the leadoff hitter, Eric Lerma. 1 out in the inning. Misses inside. Ball 4.
Whoever takes first base.
And the courtesy runner now is going to be number 6 instead of Giovanni. After they picked off Giovanni Sandoval, I don't think that coach wanted to give him another chance.
Base runner at first base now is number 6, Michael Lopez.
So Michael Lopez is now the courtesy runner for Lerma, the pitcher.
Now batting is number 2, Javier de Alejandro.
So Javier de Alejandro, the center fielder, digs in. He got hit by a pitch in that 4th inning and got gunned down at second. 3-0 the score. All 3 runs came in that bottom half of the 4th. A bunt down the third base side, fielded by Mendoza and gunned down to first as de Alejandro went head first
Down the bunt, moves the runner over to second.
as he moves the runner to second,
There,
but
he's going out at first base.
1-3 for out number 2 is a nice play by the pitcher Mendoza. He fields his position and guns him down at first. De Alejandro took a head first slide into first, and
Jacob Elizondo.
now Jacob Elizondo with 2 outs, runner at second. Strike 1. I want to say hello to everybody that's online on our website, www.riosportslive.com. Strike on the inside corner. On our Facebook page, Real Sports Live. On our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live. So make sure you guys
0-2 the count.
can go to any of our platforms and check out the live action. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs as Mendoza is coming in here trying to keep the Bobcats at bay. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Elizondo goes down swinging.
No runs, leave 1 man on base. No errors committed by the Eagle Pass Eagles.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Bobcats in the bottom half of the 5th as we're inching closer to the 7th. We open up the top of the 6th for the Eagles.
After 5 complete innings,
So 5 complete innings. Visiting Eagle Pass Eagles 0, South San Bobcats 3. Listen to Friday today at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We'll be back with more after this.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes.
Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
The top of the sixth inning.
So we're in the top of the sixth, and leading off in the inning is Ray Mendoza, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And Lerma has 63 pitches. So averaging out in 5 innings. About 12 pitches, 13 pitches per inning for Lerma here. 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And this can be big for South San.
1-2 the count.
It's going to be big for Eagle Pass also, as they're trying to keep pace with Alexander, as they did their job in beating Alexander in the second round, starting the second round 3-1. They beat LBJ 9-4. So this was a key matchup here on a Friday night from San Antonio, Texas, Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. We're live, realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. The pitch from Lerma, and a grounder foul ball.
Foul ball. Heads up, base coach.
So Lerma, the 1-2 pitch to Mendoza, and ripped single
That's a base hit. Single.
to left.
Number 7.
So now Isaac Roque, the leadoff batter on for the Eagles.
Now stepping up to the plate is number 10, Isaac Roque. No outs. Runner at first base.
So there's no outs. Runner at first base is lengthy Mendoza, who only pitched 2 innings, pitched about 39 pitches, struck out 2, 1 walk, no hits, no errors. No runs, no earned. All 3 of them were risas in that 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1. Lerma misses ball 2. Want to shout out to the Eagle Pass track team who came yesterday to San Antonio. They were at Southwest on Thursday, and we got a couple of runners and a couple of throwers that will be going to area. Shania Luna is one of them. She plays second in the 3200. Alexis, Andrea Garcia also. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Roque. Fouls that one off. And Lerma evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's his, I believe, his 75th pitch, maybe. Yeah, 72. I was off by 3. 72nd pitch for, and 110 is the max. So there is some bullpen action for the Southside Bobcats. Runner at first, 2-2 pitch from Lerma. And fouls that one off, stays in the count. So 2-2 count to Roque, no outs, runner at first, and missing. Ball 3.
Full count.
So full count to Lerma. Roque, 3-2 pitch, and misses high, ball 4.
Ball 4 will go runners at first and second with nobody out.
And Mendoza moves over to second base. Over to first is Roque with a walk. And now DeAndre Torres. And we're going to have a pinch runner. And that's number 12, Richie Luna.
Courtesy runner now at first base will be number 12.
So, runners at first and second for the always dangerous DeAndre Torres. As Lerma has already seen him twice, made him fly to right and a strikeout. First pitch he sees is a ball outside. And I'm thinking Coach Mendoza, in between innings, said, guys, we need to go back to what we know, and we know how to approach each pitcher. Is be patient, wait for our pitches, and make him pitch. And a line drive, and gets doubled up as Mendoza.
Drive to the second baseman, doubles up, 2 outs now.
And a double play as Torres lines out to the second baseman and doubles up Mendoza at second. 4-6 for out number 2. So they had something going here.
Made by the second baseman for 2 outs.
And Jeremiah Juarez, who all he's doing for South San is playing defense. He's not even hitting. So Braulio Rodriguez comes up to bat, ball 1. Shout out to James Chrisman. What's going on from United? As United has probably taken care of business down there in against United South. And Charlie Dimas from Laredo Sports Extra also catching some live action. And ball 2. So 3-0 the score. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. And a ball hit hard. to left. And it hits.
Catch is made by the left fielder.
The
for out number
catch
3.
is made by the left fielder at the wall.
Great catch made by number 4, Ryan Ochoa, for out number 3.
And it got robbed there. As Ochoa got to that ball at the wall. And it looked promising for the Eagles in the top half of the 6th as they got the first runner on, and no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Eagles in the top half of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. Martinez, Sarata, and Ramos due up for the South San Bobcats. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
And the South San Bobcats.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
And we're back live to Burroughs Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio, Texas, as the Eagles are scoreless here. They're losing 3-0. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. Martinez, Sarata, and Ramos as the second inning of work for the youngster Edward Mendoza, the freshman, ball 1. We're trying to get some updated scores. And a pitch to right field. Line drives Martinez to the glove of Lopez for out number 1.
Now stepping up to the plate will be number 22, Frank Serrata.
Inside pitch. Ball 1, 1 strike on the hitter. Serrata. And a shot, line drive that gets away from Gonzalez. He dove for that one.
Baseman for a base hit for number 22.
And Gonzalez seems like he's okay. Coach, second base, talking to, run at first. A ground ball to the shortstop. Over to second. Over to first. For a tailor-made 6-4-3. As we got the voice of the Bobcat just coming in. Bobcat Nation. And we're going to be putting some my headset on so he can join me here as we go to the top half of the seventh.
We had an Eagle Pass Eagle 0 and your South San Bobcats 3.
As we go to the top half of the seventh, the last chance for the Eagles here. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RuleSportsLive.com, Rule Sports Live Southwest. Your mic is on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yes, sir.
The voice of the Bobcats, Andy Guevara, rushing from the softball field down here to watch the last inning, the top of the seventh.
Yes, sir, Freddie. I was actually, watching the broadcast, trying to pull double duty across the street over at the softball field. Lady Bobcats beat the Alexander Lady Bulldogs 3-1 to remain in second place by themselves at 11-1. If they win out and Southwest wins tonight and next week, it's going to set up that showdown for the final game. Lady Bobcats lost against Southwest, a heartbreaker, as they gave up a solo home run the bottom of the sixth inning to lose 1-0 against Southwest. So it's going to be a great matchup if they go in that last game with Southwest undefeated and the Lady Bobcats with one loss.
Yeah, and for the Lady Eagles, they actually beat United tonight. They had a little bit of trouble too. They won 6-4. So you guys won 3-1, and we're still awaiting as we got a doozy here. Those 3 runs came in the fourth inning, and it was off of a couple of hits.
I saw that Elizondo had gotten on base, and then Martinez took a shot on top of the wall and almost went out. And Elizondo scored, kind of opened the floodgates a little and allowed the Bobcats to score those 3 runs, like you said, the bottom of the fourth inning. I was watching.
You were watching on RuleSportsLive.com, Rule Sports Live Southwest. We were watching on Facebook. Were you watching on?
I was watching on YouTube.
On YouTube, see?
Yes, sir.
YouTube is, you can put it on your phone. So any advertisers that want to advertise, people are going to watch. So
yes, sir, Freddie.
Swing and a line drive that gets caught by the third baseman, Martinez.
13 for out number 1, the third baseman.
Wow. They came out to play, and I was talking to Danny here, your PA announcer. We didn't see Lerma back in Eagle Pass. He was hurt, is what I heard.
Yes, sir, that was correct. He was nursing, if I remember correctly, he was nursing a hamstring. So yes, sir, he did not play when the team went up to Eagle Pass.
So a different way of looking at this is South San brought their ace tonight, and Eagle Pass has been having trouble. They've had 4 hits on him, but haven't been able to put things in. They've also shot themselves in the foot a couple of times, getting thrown out at second, getting thrown out.
I saw that inning where you had one of your base runners overrun second base, and it looked like y'all were about to get a rally started there, and ended up the Bobcats got that third out.
That was in that was in the top of the 6th. We got our leadoff runner on. We got him over to second, and Rocky got a walk, and they so it happens like that. Foul ball. So the Bobcats are 3-6 right now. They are. It's one of those things where they can do some damage in the second half as far as beat teams that are on top, and of course Southwest and United were tied at 6-3. Eagle Pass was 7-2.
Yes, sir. Last week, I actually had some parents from Southwest reaching out to me, asking me if I knew the score. They were looking for a little help from the Bobcats last week, and we just couldn't help them by beating United last week. So they're battling up there at the top of the district. That's for sure.
So ball 2 balls, 2 strikes as we're getting some more people on. Joe Bowling, our partner from the Rio Grande Valley. He's on watching us as we're in the top half of the 7th. 1 out in the inning, and the last for the Eagles, the last mustard for a comeback here. And fouls it off as Lerma has pitched very good, and we that one inning where they got to our second pitcher, Rolly Risa, and that's where they took advantage. Got 3 runs in that inning. I'm not sure where Lerma is at right now as far as the 2-2 count, 1 out, but the pitch count, I know he's up in the 80s or 90s. That's 92, and that ball is pitched and to center field to Alejandro, under it for out number 2. So the Alejandro looking to go a complete game, and there's going to be they're going to have CJ Jimenez, the freshman pinch hitter, number 24. Any other scores that you know of around the district? I know
right now I do not. I'm trying to pull up some results. If I can get something on here, I'll definitely share it with the audience.
I know Southwest and was playing tonight, right?
Yes, sir, they were.
The last 2-out rally here is what everybody. Outside ball 1. I came into to the press box, and it's kind of weird not seeing you here. As I was setting up, some of the girls that were here for the JV game goes, "Oh yeah, Real Sports Live, I know." So it's kind of tough to spread myself out, Freddie. I love all these kids like they're my own, but when you get a request from the defending District 29-6A Lady Bobcat champions, it's swing and a miss, strike 2. As we're at 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So the Eagles down to their last strike, and if they lose, they go to 7-3 with 4 games remaining. Misses outside ball 2 as the Bobcat Nation faithful here said, "Oh, ooh, ah," with a lot of enthusiasm, but no, that was in the left-handed batter's box. They wanted a call strike 3, but 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jimenez, 2 outs. The pitch, and inside missing. He didn't go. Ball 3.
Full count.
So full count now on the hitter, CJ Jimenez. And Derek Ibarra is on deck. So the 3-2 pitch from Lerma. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Lerma throws a complete game.
That is your ball game. A complete game jam pitch by number 7, Eric Lerma.
Wow, Lerma.
As they shut out the Eagle Pass Eagles.
3-0 as the South San Bobcats take a win at home at Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. Drops the Eagles to 7-3 in District 29 6A and moves the South San Bobcats 4-6 with 4 games left. And with this, Alexander United and everybody around the district is kind of clapping at South San and saying thank you, Bobcats, as the Eagles were kind of doing their thing and beating teams that they needed to beat. So.
Yeah, I saw that, Freddie, and once again, yes, everyone is thanking the South San Bobcats right now. I haven't really taken a look at the rest of the schedule to calculate to see if the Bobcats are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs yet. But like you said, if anything else, and if we cannot reach the playoffs again this year, then we are in a position to play spoiler and maybe help some teams out as the season progresses.
Yeah, Lerma, his line 6 and a half innings. Let's put 6.5 because it was the 7th inning. 6.5 and strikeout.
To follow both the Eagle Pass Eagles and South San Bobcats, thank you for coming out and supporting both teams. Be careful and be safe on your way home. Have a good night.
8 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts, giving up a couple of walks, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 walks. And scattered 2, 3, 4 hits and no runs. A shutout.
Wow,
3-0.
that's pretty impressive. That's a pretty impressive line right there, especially coming in and facing the number 1 team in the district. But it seems like it only took the Bobcats 1 inning to break it open, get the runs that they needed, and come out with the victory this evening.
Say hello to all the South San baseball buddies. Still remember our historic battles back in the 70s. Con Raul Perez, Conrad Perez, a Eagle Pass alum pitcher, also pitched for St. Mary's. And baseball scores: Del Rio beat LBJ 12-2. United leads South 7-1. United South. Now for Eagle Pass, 4 games remaining, and 2 of them are away from the confines of the Eagle Pass ISD Student Activity Center. They go on the road on Tuesday to United South. They go to United, which is another big game. And then they have Southwest and Del Rio at home. So, again, it's one of those things where I think it's going to take about 10 wins, man. At least 10 wins to get into the playoffs, to get into the top 4 seeds.
I think that you're right there, Freddie, and it's tough playing on the road 2 of the last 4 remaining games for you guys. I guess the only good outlook right now, with no disrespect at all, is that last game, if you need a win, would be against Del Rio. The end of that last game of the season looks very promising for Eagle Pass if they can take care of business.
Well, yeah, but still, you want to get yourself in a situation where you want to be in the top, not 4, but being 2 and 3.
No, I definitely agree, because it's all about the seeding. We've talked about this during football. We've talked about this during basketball. It's all about the seeding and where you begin in by-district play. So you're absolutely right. I mean, you've got to put yourself in that position to be able to come out in the first round of the playoffs and have a chance to win that first by-district game.
Exactly. We want to thank everybody who's joined us on Facebook, on YouTube, on our website, www.realsportslive.com. We want to thank, of course, South San for always being a gracious host, and all our advertisers: EPR Recycling, TNT Rentals and Party Supplies, Valdez Tire Record Service, Knickerbocker, Heredia, Jesus, Salinas, and Brain, Gios, the law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, Rodriguez Law PLLC, Sal over at Brown Chevy Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, Sarita's Tortilla Factory. That's one of the things that the girls remember. That. Oh, I know that Matthew Gary, Realty Executive, Siesta Tires, Customs and Wheels, Roadies, Country Fried Chicken, Valdez Tire Record Service, Mi Pueblo Restaurant, and also David Salcedo running for Maverick County Judge. And we also want to thank Hilario Capetillo Insurance. We got a lot of great advertisers that have advertised with us. And 3-0, those 3 runs came in that fourth inning. They started off. The Alejandro gets hit by a pitch, and he decides to try and swipe second. And they pick him off as he's speedy. I mean, Zamora was trying to be aggressive there, and he got caught stealing. Then Elizondo gets walked, so he gets on. And then a shot from Martinez to left field that hits the top of the fence. And he gets an RBI double for the first run. Serata gets walked, so they have 2 runners on. And then an RBI to right field from Ramos brings in Martinez. And then Serata, who was at third, comes in on a wild pitch. And that's the 3 runs that they scored. And Alexander and Southwest 7-2. So Alexander beat Southwest tonight.
Correct.
That's Alexander.
This is an updated score, Freddie.
That's Alexander softball? Or,
No,
baseball?
this is baseball. Yes,
That's
sir.
baseball. So Southwest loses. So that kind of puts they have now 4 losses, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If that serves me right, I think that's 4 losses for them in district. So, well, any last thoughts as we wrap it up here?
Just the last thoughts once again, Freddie. First of all, thank you once again for coming out here. Like I said, you always give the listeners and everyone that cannot make the game here at South San and the South San Independent School District a great platform to be able to listen to the game. Like I said, especially the ones who cannot come out here and make it and watch it. Like I said, Real Life Sports gives us a great platform, 5 different venues to be able to watch the game from. So we always thank you. And once again, you're always welcome at South San. So once again, we appreciate what you do for the love of the game, but most importantly, Freddie, for the love of the kids. And we really appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, Alexander won 7-2, and United is up 7-1. So that drops us to a 3-way tie with United and Southwest again.
Correct. Yes, Southwest tonight. That puts Southwest at 6-4. If I'm correct.
4,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
So we're actually we're 7-3.
Yeah, that puts you at 7-3.
Yeah, that doesn't put us in a tie. That just puts us in second place, so to speak.
Yes, sir. These were the standings coming into tonight. So those are not updated standings yet, but those were the standings coming into tonight, Freddie.
Yeah. So United would go to 6-3. They're actually tied for third. We're actually alone in second right now as we speak.
Yes, sir.
So that's what it is. So guys, for my good friend Andy Guevara, who's taking me out to dinner right now, and for my camera operator, and for my family who is always around helping out, this is Freddie Dea for Andy Guevara from Burroughs Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. The final, Eagle Pass 0, South San, the Bobcats 3. From RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, this is Freddie Dea. Good night. Keep talking sports.